Everyone, welcome you all to my YouTube channel, and today in this video we will learn how to find a duplicate character in a given string. So here I have taken an example of the word as hello, and I have written this twice because I'm going to compare each character from this hello to each character of this hello, and index number also I have given as 0 1 2 3 4 for each character individual. So what are we going to do here? We are going to compare this h to individual character in this string hello next to that one. So what can you see here? That there is a match for this at this character at 0 to this character at 0 over here, right? And after that there is no match. Same is for E, that it do have a match at E, not with any other character. And then this L do have a match at L over here and further after that. So this is a duplicate character over here, and then further it doesn't have any match. Same thing is happening with this L also, that it do have a match with this L and this L. So what we have to do over here, we will put some condition in our coding, like we will start with the variable count and we will give this count initial value as 0. After that, once there will be a match, like there is a match from this h to this h, we are going to increase the count by 1. So we are going to do plus 1. Once there will be a match like that h is going to match with this h, this count will go 1. Right after that it will not increase because there is no another match for this h to increase. And further same thing will happen with this E, but when it comes to L, then there will be two match. There is one match over here, one match over here, and the count value will be going more than 1 and it will be 2. So then we will going to put a condition that when our count is more than 1, then the value will be considered as a duplicate character. And once we are done with our duplicate character, we are going to set our count back to 0. So that will be the part of our coding, and that's how by using the variable count and two for loops and comparing the character of this hello to each character of this hello, we are going to get the duplicate character in our string. Let's get started. And here I have a class as duplicate character and main method already over there. So let me define let me declare some integer value as integer I and then integer j, because we are going to compare these two integers at different index numbers for given string. And I am saying that I do have a string as str, and that is equals to str is equal to let's say I am taking the example of keyword hello, the same word as hello. And now the very important thing is that we have an integer variable that is count, and I'm starting it as value 0. So I define the value for this count as 0. And now I'm going to use two for loop, one for loop and another for loop inside the same for loop. So we will be using, let me take the this in syntax, and inside here I am going to use another for loop. So for the very first for loop, let's say I want to start at 0 because indexing is starting at 0, and then str dot the I wanted to go up to the like lesser than the length of the string, and then I plus plus. Same situation I am going to, same condition I'm going to put for the second for loop, where j will be starting at 0 and str I want oh, 1 second, please. I is lesser than. I want I is lesser than str dot length. Same way, I want here j is lesser than str dot length. And then j plus plus increment. So what is the condition over here? The condition over here is that str dot char at I equals to, if it is double equals to str dot char at index j, then we want the count plus plus. So I will put it this phrase control x, and I am going to put it in if condition, and this is the if condition, and then I want count plus plus. There is one more thing, there's one more thing over here that I also don't want I will be going to put one more condition, that str dot char@, char@ I should not be equal to, equal to the space value, this space value, right? And then let me remove this part. We will take another example, then I will explain it how it is going to work. So once we have this if condition, further condition will be what? That we have to increase our count. We have increased our count, but the further condition will be that when our count is more than 1, then our character will be considered as the duplicate character. So that condition. So once this for loop is ending here, what I want a if condition. I want to give a if condition over here, that if my count is more than 1, after this for loop, right? After this for loop, once my count is more than 1, then sysO the count. SysO the count, and also print the duplicate character, that I can say str dot char@, I, I, right? And just after that, once I have printed my duplicate character, I want my count to be equals to 0. I want it to go back to the initial value before this. Let me check, before this for loop will start, right? Oh, let me put it outside this if condition. This should be outside this if condition. Just after this if condition, I want my count to be 0 into the initial value. So now if I will run my program, now if I will run this, you can see the result. Oh, okay, it is coming at 110 because a count is going to concatenate with the char, right? So what we have to do, we have to put a string over here as a space, so it will be like this. So now if I will run this, what will happen? You can see there are 2L, right? There are 2L over here and 2L over here. So our result is repeating, and we are getting the duplicate result, right? So to remove this duplicate result, what can we do? We can put the result in a map, right? So let's create a hash map, linked hash map over here, linked hash map. And for that, what we have, let's say result and equals to new, right? Before that, going further, let me put here, because we want the first value as count, so count, it will be an integer, and the second value we want a character, and we can do like that. And just let me copy this from here, see, and let me put it here. And to show you clearly, I am going to hit enter over there, and this will be the syntax for our linked hash map, right? Now if I hover over here, it will ask me to import. Once imported, everything is good. So our result, right? We have to use this result now. So if I will put this result value, here, let's say I am going to put the result in this if condition. If our counter is more than 1, right? If our counter is more than 1, then put the result value, that like result dot put in our map, and we can use it as, we want our count to be here, and after the count, what we want after the count, we want this str dot char@, I, right? And let me, for a while, let me comment this part, this hash map, and let me comment this result also. And see, this is the result over here, right? If I will take this value from here, control C, and after this count, if I'm going to take it after this count, and after this for loop, right? After this for loop, I'm going to put it. And if I will run my program right now with the same value without hash map, what will happen? It will give me the index out of bound exception. So that's the reason that I have created this hash map over here, so that if I will now take this code back, over here, and now we do not need this anymore, right? We do not need this result anymore. What can we do? We just simply can put here our result. So this issue of index out of bound, we can just resolve. Now if I will run my program, just run it, and I can get 2L. Just one result. There is no duplicate result over here. This is 2L. There are some confusion when we are creating this kind of the duplicate characters. Then in the coding, sometimes, let's say if you are comparing like that, WORLD, here this L is repeating 3 times. Now if I will run my program, it will give me the perfect result. It will give me perfect result that L is getting repeated by 3 times and O is getting repeated by 2 times. And also there is a space, so it doesn't matter because it can be ignored also. Let me put some value here. Let me put let me put ALD back, right? Let me put ALD. Now we have 2 spaces, right? One space here, one space here. So for this kind of string, how can we get it? If I will run my program right now, what will happen? You can see 4L over here and 2D, right? So this like when we are using this hash map over here, this space issue will also not be considered as a value over there. It got trimmed out. And now let me take back this hash map. Let me take back this hash map from here, and this value I'm taking back, and I'm running the previous code. And let me take this also out. And if I want to run my code right now without the hash map, let's check how our result will look like. If I will running it, let me run that. So you can see it is showing 4 times L, 4 times L, 2 times O, and 2 times space. You can see that space is also, it is considering as a duplicate character over there as 2 times. And 2 times, so for it is repeating the results. All the results get repeating, but the count for each value is the correct one. That is the reason that we are putting it inside the hash map, to remove the duplicates, to remove the duplicate values over there. So now if I will take my code back further with the hash map, and if I will run my code, then it will give me the perfect result for the duplicate character. So guys, I hope you liked it, and this is the best way and the easiest way to get the duplicate character in any given string with the highest accuracy. So please do like, share and subscribe, and thank you very much for watching my videos.